Yeah.
Yeah, that works a lot better when you can see.
Looks a whole lot better when the...
Breaker 19, this here's a rubber duck. You got a copy on me, love machine? 10-4 pig pen, for sure. By golly, it's clean, clear to Taco Town.
It has a whole new meaning now.
Not racist at all.
Or sexist. I just assumed it was a woman.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Nothing Get Live. I'm DJ Town.
I am your Ms. Parker, and this intro is because we've got news about the Convoy.
The big, fearsome convoy.
So the big, fearsome convoy
decided to
show up to the house of one Buffy Wicks, who's the person who wrote the abortion bill that Pastor Locke says means you can kill your baby after 28 days.
That's right.
Up to 28 days after birth. That's not what it does at all. It just prevents.
Are you sure?
You want to test it?
I don't know.
Would
they be liable for all the people that went and just like killed 28-day-old babies and said, well, we heard it. These guys said it must be true.
Pastor Locke?
Yeah.
Why he be liable?
Why
one
would
could
he lie?
argue. I mean,
yeah. So the truckers, they show up at somebody's house.
Ask
what a statement.
Alex Jones. Yeah.
Alex Jones. What a statement they're making.
So they show up at this woman's house in California.
Which, I mean, I guess is a statement because you have any idea how expensive gas is here?
I know. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Who's paying for your gas?
Oh, my God.
So these truckers showed up at Buffy Wicks' house.
And we showed them some real good old-fashioned passive-aggressive juvenile
well, they got let's just say they got a
mischief.
They got a proper California welcome.
Yeah. Welcome to California, guys. Now go home.
And if you don't go home,
yeah,
it was probably someplace really inland that was hot, and you know them eggs are going to cook on the trucks. Good luck getting all those egg stains out. So
egg stains, huh?
Yeah, egg crusted on eggs.
Nothing's better except for bologna. But yeah.
Oh, they should have thrown some of that.
Well, it's only good if you do it at night. You got to do it at night. That way you got time to sit there and feel the pain.
So a convoy of trucks that had gathered outside a California lawmaker's house over the weekend to protest her support of an abortion rights bill was
that isn't real.
It's actually real, but it's not what they think it is.
Yeah. Oops, you guys drove all this way for nothing.
They were forced to leave the area after crossing paths with a group of young people armed with eggs.
And they didn't go to like the Capitol or anything. They
they got to go to this woman's house because they're pussies like that. And how tough are you guys? I mean, that you are going to be intimidated by a few eggs.
Well, I mean, look, hey, those trucks are hard to wash.
But if, the eggs have already hit you, I mean, it seems like they got bullied by a bunch of kids.
Snowflakes.
Yeah.
I guess that's all it takes is a bunch of little mischievous kids to just...
It's hilarious. On Friday...
The parents are like, we're saying you shouldn't do it at all.
Yeah.
Do not
leave those truckers alone.
Dude,
don't get involved.
You're not supposed to bring semis to a residential area anyway. And if you're trying to make a point, why didn't you go to the Capitol and do some damn
Why don't you get out of your damn trucks and just show up at the Capitol? Okay, so let me read this. On Friday, about 20 drivers filled the road near the home of Buffy Wicks, a Democratic Assembly member.
So California.
Yep. Honking and using bullhorns to demand she leave her home. The group was reportedly protesting legislation
that should be so incredibly illegal
that would end coroner investigations of stillbirths. That's what they're protesting. The San Francisco Chronicle reported, and require state businesses to mandate COVID vaccines for their employees. So they got another thing in there that pissed them off.
Dude, generally, like, we're just doing it. I go to stores, half the people still wearing masks. The old people for sure. Again, in the neighborhood, shout out to Will, got me to take a test. I mean, he's got it in the neighborhood.
Yeah, the Biden test.
Yeah, I don't need to go any further than that. One of my good friends has gotten COVID, and he seems to be fine because he's gotten, of course.
Yeah.
And everybody, I guarantee you, everybody in his neighborhood has been vaccinated. So I'm not really worried about it. Bring your diseases to the vaccination station because we're like, whatever.
Well, I don't recommend that,
No,
but
I mean, just that's what like it's still here.
yeah, it's not over. It's not over. It didn't end after the
And then
election.
you got
either.
these anti-vaxxer douchebags showing up into this lady's house.
And then they're bullied by some eggs. Okay, so here's what happened. The convoy, however, drew fierce opposition from neighbors who told the drivers to leave the residential street.
Yeah.
Wicks called law enforcement for protection, and the trucks dispersed when police responded to the scene.
Aww.
When the convoy got stuck in traffic outside an Oakland Safeway, however, a group of residents began throwing eggs at the stalled vehicles, shouting, "Get the fuck out of here." Oh, that's Oakland. Yeah.
That's Oakland. And that was like an 80-year-old white lady.
According to a video of the incident.
Jimmy, throw this egg for me.
Yeah. Yeah, you're under 7, you're under 18. You'll get a lighter sentence.
Oh my God, I can't wait for the Jeff Bezos boat launch.
Oh yeah, I was thinking about that the other
coming up
day.
soon.
Yeah, we can't attend that though. It's in Europe.
Yeah.
Passers-by partook as well, grabbing eggs and tossing them at trucks scrawled with phrases such as "Let's go, Brandon," a coded term among Trump supporters to insult Joe Biden as they drove by. Many of those throwing eggs at the group were kids who cheered each other on and then fled after running out of eggs.
What are you gonna do, man? The cops are like, "Stop! No, don't
Stop throwing eggs.
stop, please."
Hey, and you guys, get the fuck out of here.
The store owners are like, "Here, take some. These are almost expired anyway." That would be so Oakland.
Oh, get this.
But
The group fled back to their base in Sacramento, complaining about their icy reception and dirty vehicles.
hey, it's been warm recently too, so up in Sacramento, even it's been baking.
Bullhorns and loud trucks lend no legitimacy to baseless conspiracy theories from out-of-state protesters. Aaron Ivey, a spokesperson for Wicks' office, told the Mercury News.
Wicks won't indulge in any attempts to influence her legislative works through harassment and intimidation tactics, especially when it's directed at her home and her family. Her kids said, "You should have seen it was epic. We were on the overpasses. We were everywhere."
We got some ostrich eggs.
We had cars in front slowing them down so they couldn't get out fast. How do you like it? I'm trying to get
blocking them in.
The thousands of eggs are just being
We're trying to get to Sacramento.
The cops have cleared the freeway of all other vehicles. Just raining eggs on these guys. Welcome to California.
Yeah, now fuck off.
We don't need you. We have enough issues here. Look, we got a Kevin McCarthy. We don't need a truck convoy full of a bunch of Kevins.
Yeah,
Dude, you were
go to Oklahoma. They welcome Kevins there, from what I hear.
You convoy trucker, you guys were inspired by Canadians.
I know.
Some weak, sorry, but it's weak. Dude, you can't even be original. Couldn't come up with something else.
Yeah, well, Americans,
They're just like these, masks, vaccines, vax. Oh, no more of that. Okay, babies being murdered. Let's go over here.
Just go to Oklahoma. They're freaking out about transgender people over there. So
dude, Florida man,
it's more your cup of tea.
Florida man, Uncle Frank is a trucker, and he's not a mindless idiot. So I know that they're not all mindless idiots. He can't be the only one. But to this day, he has old friends from Alabama that are just like, F those vaccines, it's a lie, and COVID's fake. And it's just like, and Frank's got it. He's just like, what? He's just like,
I know it's not fake.
Look, Florida man Frank, he's got something going for him. He was raised in California.
Yeah, well, can't all be that lucky. Okay, so that's from The Guardian. Thank you, Guardian. Okay, now the next story.
Okay.
This story is from a different food group. Trump described fear of being hit by killer tomatoes at speech during deposition.
Tonight, I shall be carrying on from where we got to last week, when I was showing you how to defend yourselves against anyone who attacks you armed with a piece of fresh fruit.
Okay, stop it.
I know what I'm doing.
Okay. It's very violent stuff.
It's
He
very-
says.
It's very violent. It's very violent stuff.
Okay, so
It's like, but January 6th, like no violence,
Not violence.
peaceful.
hey, there was no fruit. There were flagpoles, but no fruit, no tomatoes. Is tomato a vegetable?
I'm telling you, do a lot more with just some baby oil.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Just turn any riot into an episode of Benny.
From the Independent, windmills are apparently not.
They cause cancer.
Yeah, that former President Donald Trump considers potentially lethal threats to human life.
Windmills.
In a transcript of a deposition he gave as part of a lawsuit against protesters allegedly assaulted by his private security guards in front of his, how do you say that word? I've read it, but I've never heard it.
Exhortation.
Eponymous. I've read that
Oh.
word many times, just never heard it.
I don't even know where you
The
are.
New York City skyscraper.
Oh, yeah.
The twice impeached ex-president was asked about his exhortation to attendees at a February 2016 campaign rally in Cedar Rapids to knock the crap out of anyone they might see preparing to throw a tomato.
Sack him like a quarter. He's like, he's got a beat on him. He's going back. He's coming back. In the tasers. He lets it fly. Oh, he's taken down.
Hey, at least they weren't
Trump's-
throwing watermelons.
Trump's entire lack of any kind of coordination and or reflexes takes it right in the face.
Hey, they should get Gallagher in there to throw watermelons.
Oh, God.
Okay, pressed on whether he recalled making such a statement, Mr.
Just
Trump
thought of-
replied,
I thought of Gallagher
"Oh, yeah,
smashing Trump's head
it was
with a
very
rock.
dangerous," and he said his entourage
very
had been threatened
Oh, God.
by killer
Yeah,
tomatoes.
it's-
Okay, scroll. We gotta
Okay,
finish this up.
sorry,
Okay.
yeah.
When the attorney deposing him asked what he'd been threatened with, Mr. Trump said they were throwing fruit at him and stressed that wait on that he'd been advised of such a threat. Okay, we were told, I thought Secret Service was involved in that actually, but we were told, and you get hit with fruit. It's very violent stuff. We were on alert for that, he recalled. Okay, scroll down.
Bush got a shoe thrown at him.
I
son.
know, and that guy
And he was like,
deftly dodged it.
he knocked the other
It's
second
like
out of the way. Like
his wife has thrown so many shoes at him. It's
if
really
you'd have
good.
thrown a tomato at Bush, it'd have been like a fruit ninja.
Yeah.
Fell on the plate with some cottage cheese in
And
the
he
middle.
says, tomatoes are bad, by the way, but it's very dangerous. Okay, scroll down.
It's very, very dangerous.
Okay, let's see where. Okay, Mr. Trump replied that his concern was not limited, but also included potentially thrown pineapples.
Pineapple? I was just saying pineapple. Oh, blood, I thought my number was on that one. What, a pineapple? No, I was just thinking it.
That was Trump with his Secret Service detail at a rally. Okay, so that is our third/fourth segment.
Yeah.
Brought to you by San Juan Slingshots. Davy Crockett Rowan is
some-
out in
I bet
San
you could-
Miguel County.
if you were careful, I bet you could get some cherry tomatoes out of these.
Definitely
You'd
a
have to hold
grape
it like back here.
Yeah.
Squish it. Yeah.
or a grape,
Grape tomato. Yeah.
grape tomato raisins.
Yeah. Any kind of fruit.
If you're interested,
raisins aren't fresh produce.
check us, email us at nothingyetgroup@gmail.com or make a comment and we will hook
Davy
you up.
Crockett's wrist rockets.
That's
I
right.
got it right. It took me a
You
while to
did.
practice that.
You did.
So yeah, we'll be back in a little bit.
Florida man.
Oh, we gotta love Florida.
Oh man.
Go and tease them.
No,
Yeah.
it's top secret.
It's top secret. All right, we'll be back in a moment. I'm Victor Tyler.
I am your Ms. Parker.
This.
Is Nothing Yet Live. Okay, so you download